Hey y'all, so I just wanted to make a little makeup tutorial real quick. This is gonna be like my full beat that I do, you know, on the weekends. I would do a everyday routine, but I don't have an everyday routine because I don't do my makeup every day. I only do it on the weekends. Alright, so this look I'm gonna be doing is really simple. It's just a natural look with some glitter and it's popping as shit. So let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is take my nose ring out because I have come to the realization that doing your makeup with your nose ring in is fucking stupid. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna take Saint Laurent's Touche Eclat primer. I am not the biggest fan of this primer, but it works. I mean, it's really silicone based and I feel like I need to start veering away from silicone based primers. That's all I know, honestly. Like, I've only ever used silicone based primers. I always like the feel of it, but now that I actually really do makeup, I've come to the realization that that's really not the bid. So I always take like a half pump and focus that more on my nose area and like right here, because that's where my pores are the worst and I need them filled in more. And as you can see right here, I got a little infected pore, so that's really cute. So now while I'm waiting for that to dry, and trust me, this primer takes a minute, a hot minute to dry. So usually while I do that, I'll go wet my beauty blender, and that's what I'm gonna go do right now. So for my foundation, I'm going to be using Giorgio Armani's Luminous Silk Foundation in shade 5 and Chanel's Teint Ultra Tenue in 20 Beige. I've been mixing these because, to be real, like, I don't have a lot of this left. And I should probably like not shoot a tutorial and maybe save it for the weekend. So I take some of that, and then I take some of the Chanel, which I'm also scraping the barrel with. Put that on the back of my hand, and then I'll take the back of a makeup brush, mix that together one time. Put that, don't want to waste that shit. That might be dirty, but that's okay. So I'll take a little foundation brush and I'll literally paint my face. Now that our face is painted, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, wipe up whatever is left on my hand, go in and bounce the beauty blender on my face. Now onto concealer, I'm taking Tarte Shape Tape and Light Sand, and I'm gonna conceal my under eyes. And the forehead, I like a really highlighted forehead, even though I just cover it up with bronzer and contouring. My upper lip is itchy. I've made like a lot of makeup tutorials so far, but none of them have really made it up. And watching those videos over and over again has made me realize that I really was like dumb as shit when I did my makeup. One of those things that I learned was to do your eyebrows before you set your face, because my routine used to be foundation, conceal, contour, set, eyebrows. And if you know the slightest bit about makeup, you know that you cannot blend cream over powder. I use a pomade to do my eyebrows, so that was a no-go. I'm taking Anastasia's Dip Brow in Auburn. This is not the same color as my hair. I know my eyebrows are dark as shit, even though my hair is like white, but that's okay because my eyebrows still look good. So I put a beauty sponge under my hand for leverage, and so I don't fuck up what I've done already. Okay, and they're gonna look blocky for a second, but you know what you gotta do. This is my tip to all you girls. Just wipe away. So I get a little fade right there. You don't want block brows, honey. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that I wasn't that bitch at one point in my life, because I was for a long time. Then I just bounce over with a beauty blender real quick to help the fade a little bit. Like, you know how boys always want to fade for their hair, like girls always want to fade for their eyebrows. So now I'm gonna set my face, and for that I take Mary Kay's translucent setting powder. I like this. It doesn't leave that much of a white cast, and it's a little bit luminescent, so it's cute. So before I go in and bake, I pat out my creases under my eyes because you know I'm in college. I got bad eye bags. And then go ahead and set your eyes first because those are the things that crease first for most of us. That and smile lines. Unless you don't have eye bags. In that case, how? And I apply my setting powder with a damp beauty blender. I just find that to be the best for me. Then I set my chin, I set my forehead and in between my brows. And I set my entire nose because that is a greasy area, you know, like I have oily skin. I don't want all this oily, disgusting shit like fucking up my beat. And I go a little bit, you know, inside the nose because it's okay. Like, just, it's your beauty blender, stick it in your nose. Cool. And smile lines. So while I'm waiting for this to cook and whatnot, I go in and start with my eyes. So I take Urban Decay's Primer Potion and Sin, and I put that all over my eye up to the brow bone. Alright, and then to blend that out real quick, I just take a little pencil brush. I got this brush from Amazon. I got a set of 20 brushes for $8. Do I recommend that? No. But do the brushes work? Yes. I mean, a makeup brush is a makeup brush. I mean, it gets you from point A to point B. It's like a shitty car. In this case, it gets you from like a 5 to a 10. And then I'll take a fluffy brush, and you can either take a light eyeshadow or I take my setting powder and set that. And with that, that really helps blending later in the process because the primer is just like kind of tacky and sticky, so it doesn't blend as well. I learned that the hard way. I really thought I was the king shit because I didn't set my primer, but I really just looked like a mess. Alright, now I'm going to set my entire face, and with that, I use MAC's Press Foundation Powder, and this is in AC6 Medium Plus. And I just take a all-over face brush. This is an e.l.f. brush, like $4, and it puts powder on my face. Like, fuck out of here if I'm gonna pay $20 for a brush that does the same thing as this one. And that's a college beauty guru. I brush away bake with this, and I just set my whole face with it because if you just brush away your bake, you're at a higher risk for having flashback, and we don't need that. Like, I peep you bitches on Instagram looking like a whole ghost under your eyes. I just don't say anything. And I feel like with this MAC powder, it doesn't pick up a lot. Like, I don't get a lot of product on my brush ever. So I like pinch the brush and like really go in. Plus you can never have enough coverage, right? So that's that, and then I take Tarte's Pressed Foundation Powder, and this is light medium beige, neutral, and I really love this. This is so like buttery, and it's just, I love it. Also burnt my friend for this, so shouts out to you, Tid. Now is very contour, and this is Too Faced's Chocolate DiSioleil. It's a sample from Sephora, you know, that VIB, get your points up, bitch. This is just a e.l.f. blush brush. Again, $2, $4, and I like it because it's angled and it really like fits exactly where it needed to. And then I go up, you know, to the little 3. Kim K taught me that. I ain't never thought I'd hear myself say that Kim Kardashian gave me some good makeup advice, but she sure did. Okay, and then I go back in with a fluffy eyeshadow brush or a blending brush, and that's what I use to contour my nose. I need to contour my nose because it's crooked. I said that already. It's really crooked, and it's still crooked after I contour it, but y'all don't need to know that. And then I go right in under my eyebrow and pull it down, and I bring this, I don't follow the line of my nose because that's not what I want. I don't want people to think I have a crooked nose. I want people to think I have a small, skinty, straight nose. And then you blend that out a little bit. I kind of like a harsher contour on my nose, but then I go in these little pockets, a little crease in my nose, and I think this really snatches the shit out of your nose. Yes. And right here, and here. And now your nose is somewhat snatched. Maybe. You should probably look up a different person to tell you how to contour your nose besides me. Alright, now we're ready to move on to the eyes. So what we're gonna use for this is a few different palettes. I'm gonna use Tarte's Amazonian Clay, and I'm probably gonna go into the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. And that should be it, unless I decide to do a little pop color. But we're gonna use the Master Palette by Mario, by Anastasia. And I'm gonna dip into Violetta, and that's gonna be our base color. So I start on the outside and then just go ahead and blend that all up. And I'm putting that all through the crease. This is like super smoky. I'm bringing up pretty high towards my brow. And then I'm gonna go into Beauty Killer by Jeffree Star, and I'm gonna go into Black Rainbow a little bit and just darkening the outer corner and a little tiny bit towards the center, but mostly towards the outer third because that's where I want to put it. Now is my favorite part. I'm gonna use my favorite product ever. This is Stila's Magnificent Metals, and this is Kitten Karma. This is so pretty. I'm so in love with this shit. So I'm just gonna take that and kind of almost cut my crease. I'm not gonna blend it. Bitch, like, look at this shit. It's so sparkly. Like, who came up with this idea? Because I want to marry you. I'm gonna just blend it out a little bit into the black. This stuff is fucking amazing. I can't. I need to get more. Now I'm gonna go into the Tarte's Amazonian Clay palette, and I'm gonna go with a pinky color. I'm gonna go in with Mod and Drama, and I'm gonna put that under my eye. Okay, and then for inner corner, I'm gonna take Urban Decay's Heavy Metals glitter liner in Glam Rock. It's the silver glitter. All right, I'm gonna take Benefit's Roller Lash. Normally I would use Better Than Sex, but I can't find that right now, so we're gonna have to go with the second best. And so I'm gonna go ahead. I got my Duo Lash Glue, and these are Velour Silk Lashes in Fluff and Whispies. I'm so in love with these eyelashes. I wear them all the time. I need to get new ones because they're getting to that point, but that's okay. We all get to that point. Cool. Now I'm gonna pick out a lip, which is always hard with a natural look because you could do so much with a natural look. Alright, I'm gonna do more of a subtle look with my lips. So I'm gonna take Yves Saint Laurent's See, I don't know what color this is, but it's the sheer lipsticks, and it's the purple one. It's so fucking cute. I love it. And then I'm taking MAC's Velvetease lip pencil and Tease Me. I'm gonna put that down first. And then I'm gonna put the Yves Saint Laurent over top of that. You know how I said subtle? I was lying. I'm gonna do the rest of my face. This is Tarte's Party Blush. I'm taking a Morphe just fluffy brush. I like this blush because it's like really subtle, like you can hardly even tell it's there, but I know it's there. And then real quick, I'm gonna go in with a MAC pigment and highlight right here. This is Kitschmas. This is my favorite pigment. Honestly, I use it as a highlighter sometimes, and I'm probably gonna dust some of that shit on right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a flat eyeshadow brush, pick up a little bit, and put that right under the brow. Perfect. That could have been really messy. All right, now I'm taking Marc Jacobs Coconut Setting Spray. I love this. It smells so good. And the mist, beautiful. Now I'm taking Anastasia's A23 brush, and I'm taking that MAC pigment again, and there we go. That's exactly what I needed. Oh, yes, girl. Like that. And that is a highlight. When I wear this to parties, bitches be like, damn, bitch, you was blinded. I says, I know, bitch. Like, it's a little much, but okay. Okay, so that is the final look. My hair is a mess, but that is a-okay. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope maybe you try it out sometime. I think it's real cute, and I think a lot of people can pull it off. You could do a lot with the lips, you could do a lot with the face, you could do real dramatic. It's like, it's subtle. It's not subtle. It's pretty dramatic, but it's so cute. You could add a wing. Yes. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Maybe I'll post another one. I'll see how this one goes, but yeah.